the past years, I could talk about the past 20 years, the interest is going low, yet the requirements for higher education are increasing. People would like to stop at the basic levels, talk about ordinary level or level, and maybe certificates. Yet, as we speak, the requirement for higher education every other single day is multiplying. So I would like to thank TESI for bringing an initiative which scales up admission and joining of higher institutions of learning. I would like to say it categorically that this has been and will continue to be my very passionate ideal to encourage young people, boys and girls, to enroll into higher institutions of learning for higher qualifications. I like to say that, and I'm going to say it, that I've done this, like I was sharing with Simwe, for the last 20 years. I've been guiding young boys and girls on what to go through as they apply and also as they pursue higher education. So Mr. Emmanuel, having taught in a secondary school and assessed the results and also the intake or the admissions of your candidates into higher learning institutions, I think you were affected by the results you got after the survey or the research you did. This is not only in the eastern part of Uganda or in the TESO region and Acholi region, as per your first presentations. I would like to say that we should even, in research, we talk about generalizability. We are going to generalize this finding that so is the case in other areas. Look at northern Uganda. Talk about central Uganda, where you find so many universities and institutions of higher learning. There is still a big gap, a huge gap. Talk about the southern part of Uganda, or the western part of Uganda. We talk about western Uganda, the Ankole area. So the problem is not only in one single area, the problem cuts across. As an educationist, and that's who I am, I really feel we need to do much to support TELC to reach this goal, to support people in their communities to enroll for higher education. I got an opportunity to be advised, to be guided by a senior person in education. Actually, there were two. One was at Makerere University by then, and another one was a teacher in a secondary school. They supported me so well, and I started with the certificate. Of course, not that I enrolled at university after certificate, but during my vacation, I did a certificate course that I was not, I didn't do the certificate course not because I didn't have the requirements for the degree course, but I did it to keep myself busy. And after pursuing that certificate, actually in the course of, during the course of pursuing the certificate course, the results were released, the UNEB results, A level. And I managed to get 16 points. By then we were looking at 25 points. So this gave me a good leeway to joining university, where I joined university after my certificate and qualified with my first degree in information technology. But with a passion of teaching, I went back to teach after my degree course. And little did I know that people was seeing an element of education in me. And that is when I started supporting young boys and girls, guiding them. Even while I was still at university, they would come into my room and ask me, how do they compute if you want to enroll for a course? And really, as I think she's Rosemary was saying, she only knew 2 courses. Many just know 1 course. Many candidates at A level simply know 1 single course. So you find that interesting somebody into applying for 3 or 5 courses, or even going to more than 2 universities to apply for university admissions. It is really a tug of war, a struggle, because people are only acquainted of only 1 single course. So I gave a lot of time and supported many to know more courses and also learn how to compute. We scaled, that was 2005. We went up to a number of schools in that is Chotera district, helping them to understand how to compute A-level results in order to be enrolled for university or to be admitted for university. So I completed my degree course, taught in schools, and supported more in the same line. I came back to university. I did a master's in education policy, planning, and management. I still supported, and even as I speak, I still support boys and girls, young people, to enroll for higher education. Higher education is the way to go. Yes, there is that diversion that is coming in, but we want you to be awake. Those who are on this forum, please remain awake and also pass the same message to other people. There are several opportunities after higher education. There's a frustration of unemployment after education, yes, but let us fight it positively by enrolling for higher education. This will help us that when those opportunities come in, we are ready to take them on. So with my qualifications and my experience in teaching and guiding, and also serving in 2 different careers, serving as an IT engineer and at the same time as an educationist, has given me an opportunity to guide young people as TESI is doing. So TESI, I would like to say thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful job. My observations in conclusion, I would not like to speak for long because we have already been timed and I see we are almost going out of the scope that we had looked at. There are a number of mistakes that are done at senior 5. So TESI, Mr. Emmanuel, I request you that we work together and scale down this program to secondary schools in a number of regions. And I was suggesting that we do it even before the end of April, and we organize another day, and we invite people intentionally. For instance, we look for certain schools that have candidates and have had candidates in the previous years. We can guide them online. Don't take it for granted that every director of studies understands this content that you are sharing. No, some do not understand it. So there is that lack of information that is bringing in a number of mistakes in career guidance. And when we talk about career guidance, don't think every school conducts the right career guidance sessions. So when we wait, what I'm looking at is we should not wait for the younger people after they have sat for A level to interest them into the higher education and careers guidance fair. Let us focus a bit. Yes, we can have it as it is, but let us also focus back a bit to senior 5 and senior 6 in a number of schools. You could even sample other regions. You may not enter into the region entirely. You may not have the capacity, resources. But if we can also scale down to some regions, we sample and say, let us target some 10 schools in each region for the case of 2023. It would give us an impression of further planning 2024 and beyond. Okay, so that's my suggestion, a humble one. In case you feel it can be accommodated into your programs of work, please let us plan an opportunity for other regions in the upcoming sessions, even between this, after Easter, before the end of April. We could also go to some schools online and interest young boys and young girls. At least many schools are getting onto Zoom and Google Meet. We could have an opportunity to talk to them, send this message. It's unfortunate that we only have 17 people participating. We would have like 300, 500 young people joining this forum to listen to guidance that you are giving. I beg that this is considered. Then another opportunity that I would like us to look at is, are there head teachers known to us that really need this service and we can help them? Because like I said in senior 5, there is a mess there. People choose combinations not because they are going to make a lot of meaning to them, but just because of bandwagon. So if we can guide as early as senior 5 through these head teachers known to us, we are going to achieve more. I think if you make analysis, like I saw you making analysis for Acholi and the TESO region, normally when they release results, I buy newspapers and I also make analysis of, first of all, my school, my former school, my district, and certain universities that I try to follow up on. Now yours is a little broad the way you have been analyzing, and I appreciate that. I'm going to borrow an idea from it. Now I'm requesting we add in some head teachers. They become part of your forum, Mr. Emmanuel. We shall empower many people and we shall achieve more. I don't want to be the speaker of the day. I would like to say thank you so much for this innovation. I will look forward to many of these interactions. I'll look forward to a number of opportunities that continue to engage many younger people who have been missing out or who continue to miss out on opportunities that would help them to achieve or go to higher institutions of learning. Thank you, Desire. Thank you, Emmanuel. I wish you well. I'm online, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Simon Peter. You have a legit experience there. And thanks for sharing that. TESI exists to serve people still. I'll remind us, we are here to offer support to all those people who are in need of educational support in line with the guidance. We are here to help people streamline their ways to better learning opportunities, and of course, if possible, persons should benefit from this. With the interest of time, I won't say much now because we are time off now. Briefly, I'll call upon some of the beneficiaries of the Career and University Readiness Program. Just come and only say a word a sentence is enough for you to appreciate, perhaps because it's a testimony. So if you're out there, please check in and only have a word. The beneficiaries of the CAP program, Career and University Readiness Program, please, if you're there, you're welcome. Briefly, you allow me to recognize some of our beneficiaries, and then we'll need to move ahead. One has been Opio Ambrose. Opio Ambrose is one of the beneficiaries of the CAP program. We have James Opio, who is also part of TESI. We are so proud of you, Ambrose. We are so proud of you, Ambrose and James, for having undergone under the CAP program. And we are so sure that you are doing so well wherever you are. And we are very confident that perhaps you could have spread the same message. You could have, or you could be encouraging more people to learn from you, to learn from TESI, and reminding people that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Otherwise, thank you so much for trusting us. At the same time, you will allow me invite Emmanuel Angoda so that he can have or give us a few remarks. Before Emma comes in, I think we need to respond to 1 or 2 questions, and then Emma will come in. 1 or 2 will be enough, and then for the interest of time, I request that we have two questions so that we respond to them, and we'll have Emma come and give us closing remarks. You can unmute and then you come and you say a word.
Thank you, everyone. Allow me to say something. My name is James Opio. Originally, I was a STEM advisor for CSI. Unfortunately, I was not very active for some reasons, but I appreciate Emma and the team for carrying on with the program. It's benefiting. I hope people are hearing me well.
Yes, you're clear.
All right, thank you so much. So personally, I've benefited, like you mentioned. I managed to secure a degree in petroleum geoscience and production from Makerere through the loan scheme program. Well, this is good. I think I thank the TESI for that. First of all, I want to say something to Cephas. Your program is a good one. The fact that we are coming on you March means a good thing, and we wanted to benefit more people. I know it's a lot of coding involved, but it would be nice that when someone is done calculating his or her cutoff, they are able to see, as you've done so, the suggested courses. But then it should be per university. And I would advise that you make the website more interactive, so that when someone comes there, they leave with fewer to now. What was the number? What were the numbers for admissions, female and male? You can indicate, like a lot of people have suggested, the cutoffs, of course, per university. Also the course, everyone has said this, but also it would be nice that at the end of it all, someone is able to see that if I do this course, yes, what will I do? Where will I be? What kind of job can I do? These are things that can inspire them. So I know this is a lot of work to do in terms of coding, but that's what you are built for. You should do some of these things. I believe this is going to be very helpful to a lot of people, because this is here, but a lot of people may not be able to reach. But if this program is there on the website, people can get benefit. Slightly, Emma did a good statistics. I like that, except that I think, like Simon said, you need to make it more generalized. I know you'll have tailored it for your purpose, but I think we need to look at these things in terms of at the national, at the regional level, then you bring it down up to maybe school level. I get worried if you are worried that a Lepton gets more scholarships than Lira, I get a little worried there. But I mean, what I mean is we should be working hard to make sure that we upscale the number of people who get the national merit. Also, Emma, you said something about teachers just focusing on making sure that students pass, but not preparing them for the career. Well, I want to say this. I'm still with you. I agree with you, but I want to diverge a bit and say, well, number one is always to pass. The reason why we see these inequalities in terms of national merit, for example, is because it is merely based on how much people have passed, how well people have passed. So if we can't pass well, we will not compete in national merit. So I think it's important actually for teachers to make sure students pass, but then we come in as TESI to bridge that gap of preparing the students for the future careers. Simon did say something about unemployment being a frustration to a lot of people, but I want to encourage people that once you do a course, don't worry about starting off a job in that field. You can start off with anything. I am a living testimony. I started off by teaching. Emmanuel used to come to Kampala to see me around. Yeah, and I was getting something like less than 200,000 per month, which will not come. But what I mean is, when you're out of the university, you need to start off something. Whether you are doing a job for someone or starting a business on your own, you need to start off. But also make sure when you're out of the university, you remain in view of what is happening. If you just run away from the university, go back probably. For example, if I went back to Aleb Town, there are a lot of opportunities that roam around maybe in Kampala. If you are not close, and you will not get them. And also be active, like Desire said, make sure that you have a cycle of people or you're in a group where you get information about some things like employment, scholarships. So please let us utilize the technology time to benefit from this. I don't want to say a lot. That's much that I can say, but I want to say thank you so much, TESI. You're doing great. As a way forward, we need to make public ourselves known. Simon was wondering how good this program and idea is, but it's not known. So we need to think of how we can advertise ourselves outside there. If it means we can run programs in schools when the school time, we can move around and talk to students and get ourselves known and see how we can partner with schools and make sure that the idea, the brilliant idea we have, benefits the people that we intend to. Thanks so much, everyone. I know time is off. I've taken too much. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ambrose. Such testimonies will always keep TESI moving ahead. Next, let's have, okay, you can.
I think we can have Ambrose Opio. I see your hand is raised. Go ahead and make your submission. Thank you.
Greetings from this other side of the world. I've been following the program so well. I must thank all the members for participating. Initially, I was a career advisor, a senior. I taught in secondary schools for nearly 13 years. I later changed professions to engineering. Partially, I became partners with the CSI, which later now turned into TESI. I'm just going to put forward a few remarks on the career strengthening of our students. Apparently, I'm looking at TESI as looking at students, the higher education access program. But contrary to that, I am also again appealing maybe we create a forum where we can provide also for this those who may not make it at the university, but they have another academic pathway also to reach there. There could be others who have failed, others who have dropped out before reaching A level, and they can't reach at the university through the formal, the direct level. What can we bring in? I was bringing a suggestion, like apparently we have colleges like Uganda, UTC's colleges across Uganda, which are basically on skill-based training. Like we have, like in UTC Lira, we have courses which very few are knowing because they rarely advertise them, but they are for free, being sponsored by German Embassy, being sponsored by GIZ, being sponsored by World Bank, and they are at certificate level. And they provide trainings, skill-based trainings for months, 6 months, 3 months, being examined by UBTED. So I'm also encouraging you, Emma, to make a provision, much as our target is ahead, looking at students pursuing higher education, they can also start low to reach that level. If we can advocate for that through also the same career. I would say after this career cup, let's create a provision also to bring in these ones who are totally dropped out. They are not sure where to go. They may not be in this platform because they have not reached A level. They have not reached A level. They have not got any performance. They have no other necessary results to ensure them go to the next level. We can also still bridge the gap by providing these other privileges to them so that they get themselves moving. All in all, I'm currently a student also at Makerere University. I appreciate CAP for working so hard to bridge the gap, get knowledge. I shared I shared the information about TESI. In other smaller platforms in Western Uganda, they were so happy when you organize those websites, the online portals for applications together. They were so happy with that innovation. Thank you so much, member. I encourage you to encourage more and more students to join TESI. Regards.
Hello.
Yes, Rosemary, talk to us.
I want to talk about something very little. Hello, am I being heard?
Go ahead, Rosemary.
Okay, yeah. So I want to encourage the students, not only the student, the youth. It is very important that in this generation we have cell phones, we have computers, we have so many things. We need to use it productively. There are times that you might not study all the things in class, or you might not get opportunity to push so far, but still there are so many courses online. Like you can learn how to write CV, you can learn so many things online that you don't need someone to teach you, other than using your phone for something else that it's not productive. Then secondly, what I have seen, mostly our people are around now, I think we fear taking opportunities that we don't know very well. It's not only fearing, but I call it laziness. Sometimes when you see opportunity being posted, it's very important that you have to look through it, check out eligibility, and see what it's about. You don't just have to pass opportunities, and at the end of the day, you find your friends are making it through, and you're here. Why? Because you don't prioritize what's very important. The first important thing that is that's supposed to take front, you don't give it much of your time. So the students who might be among us, or even us, who are able to reach to these students, we need to encourage them. They have their phones, they have groups, so they need to check out for what important information is being passed each time. And what can I do? We need flexibility. Senior 6 values. Right now, someone can be studying computer, you can be doing short courses. There are others that don't need money. There are others that might need money. So you can get something and push yourself, because we need to really, really put ourselves in a position that the world can see us and they can understand the value that is in us. Because there are some skills that you won't be taught, but you need to find it out yourself, have it, because when you go for job application, they will need you to it's one of the requirements that you might be requested to have it. But if you don't have, you lose the opportunity. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. For the interest of time, as time has gone, I'll request that you can extend, or we shall extend some of the questions in the on the platforms, the WhatsApp platform, or even on social media handles for TESI. I think I will have to invite Emma once again to come and give his remarks since time has gone. Emma.
Okay, thank you very much, Pius. I wouldn't want to, I want us to lock out James Opio. I think he has something more to say. We shall give him 30 seconds to make his point. James, can you do that? James? Okay, he's holding on with his idea. First.
No, yes, Emmanuel.
Yes.
I think for now, let me not say anything.
Okay, thank you. And I can now proceed. First of all, I want to thank Simon Peter Wabwire for those remarkable things that you've said. And it's good to know and that you're doing similar work in Western Uganda. That makes it easy for us actually to work together, because we can scale this program to reach more and more people. And once we do that, it is much better for our communities, our schools, and our young people if we work together to cause the change that we desire. I also want to thank Opio Ambrose. Opio Ambrose is our senior STEM advisor, together with James Opio. And they were very, very instrumental, especially during the lockdown time. And they really assisted a lot of young people during that time, and they still continue to do that. But you see, the life that we do, the work that we do every day sometimes takes most of their time. They become busy and things like that, but we are happy when they find time like this, and then they contribute meaningfully. I also want to thank Rosemary. Rosemary is our alumni from the time of the lockdown. And I've followed her career, her education and career, and I'm glad that she's where she is now. She's part of, was part of a product of both career and university readiness program, and also the mentorship program. So I'm happy for you, Rosemary, that yes, your career and education is progressing well, and you're happy with your current state of life. So I would want to respond briefly to the questions before we close. First of all, is that the career and university readiness program does not mean that we lock out our other students who are in lower levels of education. So the objectives of this program is to provide inclusive and participatory career guidance and assistance for young people in Uganda, both in schools and in the communities. So we don't specifically target those who are going only to universities, but we've also provided feedback and support to those who, for example, want to do vocational courses after P7 or after senior 4. And as TESI, we believe that career guidance enables young people to achieve their dreams and live long, meaningful, impactful lives after schooling. So that is the long-term goal. If you get appropriate career guidance interventions at any given point in your life, you're sure to live a fulfilled life where you impact lives, you succeed with your education, you succeed with your career. And we are looking to do this for many years. Simon Peter talked about engaging head teachers. As TESI, we plan that together with career guidance masters or mistresses in different schools. And currently, we've written a number of project proposals seeking funding to scale this project in different locations in northern Uganda. And we are hopeful that this year we are going to do something much bigger, So as a young organization, it's quite difficult to increase the reach of our programs because working with people involves costs. And there are many costs that are involved in rolling out interventions in communities. And currently, we are professionals, each of them doing their regular work, but we still find time, as you see, the TESI team still finds time to see projects that we can do to impact communities. As the organization grows, we believe that we'll be able, with more funding available, we'll be able to reach more and more people out there, and we'll be able to create much more impact. But I would like to tell Simon Peter that we are ready to work with you, and we are ready to partner with you, and then we have a similar event in your district, in your area, so that we are able to multiply the impact of this project, of this program. So we don't only focus on senior 6 leavers. I personally feel that we should target, this program should target those, especially from senior 3, where they choose optional subjects. It's very important to sensitize young people to choose the right subjects that would lead them to their desired careers. And Simon Peter emphasized the need for this program, especially in senior 5. And I would like to tell him that currently I have a very interesting senior 5 class. And true to what you said, most of them sometimes have funny subject combinations. And not because they're thinking of their future career, just for fun. I've seen students who do combinations because their OBs or OGs of their former school are doing the same, or because their parents are forcing them. Yes, and it is happening a lot. And there are now funny combinations. I've seen combinations in my class, combinations like hair. I've seen combination like bear. I've seen combinations like gear is quite common, you see? And I talk to them. Each time I get an opportunity to visit a different school, I talk about this with their teachers and the students. Each time I get an opportunity to talk in church, I talk about these issues. Each time I get an opportunity to talk at the community, I talk about this. Even in my classes, every lesson of mine has a career guidance session, about 10-15 minutes. And the impact has been there. And I encourage other teachers as well to do that. And I support them, we support them, we give them facts, we give them information, we give them brochures with vital information so that they achieve that. So otherwise, we've exceeded our time for this engagement by about 24 hours. I wouldn't want to extend it further, but as TESI, as an organization, we are ready to do more in the area of education. Yes, we are available online. We are happy that Brian Cephas was able to join us this. We met Cephas last year on Twitter, and I must say that Brian, your application greatly helped this program a lot, because at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, we organized 2 virtual engagements like this about filling Pujab forms. And your app there helped a lot, because parents, students would come, how do I calculate these points? And then we would just tell them, download this app and do this, follow these instructions, and then it greatly helped. So Brian, as TESI, we're going to continue promoting the app. And you've seen, you've already started this partnership. We only need to extend it further so that we get a win-win situation for both of us. Otherwise, everyone, Ambrose, Pius, Idega, Rosemary, Desire, Becky, Lil Romeo, Simon, Peter, James Opio, we are grateful. Thank you for joining in. Continue following us on our social media platforms, as you've seen. After this, we'll share the presentations that we've had here on your email addresses. So thank you. Pius?
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for the wonderful remarks. Yes, TESI believes in partnerships. We grow together, divided we fall. The course we are in is not reach out to a few people. We want to run this countrywide. Very many schools are suffocating, or very many students who have been excelling in USCE exams have been suffocating, missing out some good opportunities. And this is the essence of this program. We want to run this program countrywide, like Emma said, and we know we will make it. Our main aim is to have the impact. We might have 30 students, yes. We focus on the impact. This 30 really is what we are doing impactful to these 30s, rather than having 100 and having results or having feedback from a few. Otherwise, thank you everyone who has endeavored to attend with us. We are so grateful. Who are we to have you join us in this wonderful event? We are going into Easter. TESI would like to extend regards to all of us, friends and relatives outside there, that as we get to enjoy Easter, let's enjoy responsibly as we continue pursuing and attaining our same goal. Officially, I would like to flag off this meeting, and of course, we're talking about appreciations. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good day and nice Easter. Thank you.
And finally, the recording of this session will be uploaded to YouTube, and it will be available on our website. Thank you.
Thank you, and bye for now.
Bye.
Let us keep together.
Bye, everyone.
And happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter to you all.
Bye.